Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League fantasy update video. Now, I know the Champions League is still over a month away, close to 7 weeks away from now, but the planning keeps going on. We have to still plan for our teams and look at which players we could have next year, which players will make the transfers, as I said in the previous video, talking about the team selection for match day 7. That's going to be match day 7 and 8. So what I've decided to do is I usually do a watch list for 3 or 4 players I'm heading into a certain match day. But this time around, I am going to talk about 16 different players from all the 16 remaining teams. So one player from each team. Which players should we be keeping an eye on between now and February from each team? So as I've picked out one player from each team. You could obviously decide to have 3 players from a certain team, but I'm picking out the main ones, one player from each team. So as always, make sure to join the league. I'll close this league by the time we get into the knockout stage. So 83UVQC0809. The link will be in the description. So I'll go according to alphabetical order. So I'll start with Ajax heading into the other teams. So as you can see the fixtures on screen, we will have Sporting City, PSG, Real Madrid, Salzburg, Bayern, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Villarreal, Juventus, Chelsea, Lille, Atletico Madrid, Man United, Benfica, Ajax. So some really, really good fixtures there. So let's start alphabetically right away. So the first team is Ajax, and the player I've picked from there is Sebastian Haller. Definitely, he is a forward, 26% ownership. What a season he's been having, man. 9.3 million is what he will cost you, and he picked up an amazing 63 points in the group stage. That is from 10 goals, 1 assist. He also earned a penalty kick and picked up the Player of the Match award twice. So Ajax against Benfica, both legs, they're sitting away and then at home, 10 goals in 6 games. I'm pretty sure he will score home and away against Benfica as well. So Sebastian Haller is definitely my choice. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in a lot of people's teams. Right now, he's owned by 26%. But when people start sorting their teams out, that could rise to 35, 40% around that. So that is my pick from Ajax. The second team is Atletico Madrid. I'm picking Griezmann from Atletico Madrid. 1% ownership at the moment. I could expect that maybe to rise to like 5%. 10.2 million. Maybe that's why his ownership is very, very low because of that price. We have other strikers. 30 points in the group stage. Now, he scored 4 goals, had 1 assist, and picked up the Player of the Match twice, although he got a red card against Liverpool, the home game against Liverpool, and missed one of the games. So 30 points from not even playing all the games. I'll take that, also having a red card as well. So Griezmann is the player I'm picking from Atletico Madrid. The third team, we are going to, before I go into the third team, Atletico Madrid obviously play against Man United, so it's not going to be that easy, but United have been conceding a lot of goals. Let's see how they do with their new manager. That's why it's a watch list. Keep an eye on how United do defensively and keep an eye on how Atletico Madrid play in La Liga and all that. So the third team, the next team we are going to talk about is obviously Bayern Munich, and that is the easiest choice of the day. Robert Lewandowski is a forward, 45% ownership. I'd expect that to rise to around 55%. 12 million is what it's going to cost you, and he picked up a staggering 58 points in the group stage, thanks to 9 goals, 2 assists, and 2 Player of the Match awards. Sane is the highest scoring player, is also from Bayern Munich, but I think Lewandowski also taking penalties. He did miss 1 penalty in the group stage, but Lewandowski is Lewandowski. He scored this equal number of goals as Ronaldo in a single year. He had an incredible, I think it's 65 goals or something crazy like that in 2021. He's been magnificent, and he's going to play against Salzburg. Are you seeing that fixture? Salzburg against Bayern Munich. Those are the kind of games that could be done by the first leg. So definitely a very, very good option. That's my pick from Bayern Munich. The fourth team is Benfica. I've picked up the goalkeeper, Vlachodimos. 4% ownership, 5.2 million is what is going to cost you. And he picked up 34 points in the group stage. He had 4 clean sheets. He saved 22 shots. He considered 5 against Bayern Munich. But even in that game, he saved Lewandowski's penalty and got 7 points from that game. So it's a very, very good option. He's playing against Ajax. I mean, one of those games, if he picks up a clean sheet, very, very well and good. If he doesn't, you can expect him to make saves from the likes of Berghaus, Halle, and all those kind of players. So Vlacho is my pick from Benfica, the first goalkeeper I've talked about today. The next team is Chelsea. I'm picking James, the defender. 10% ownership at the time of recording. 5.5 million is what is going to cost you, and he picked up 24 points in the group stage. Now, that is not that amazing, but it's amazing considering he only played like 3 of those games. So 2 clean sheets. He scored 1 goal. He also picked up 19 ball recoveries. So very, very good option. And a game against Lille, you could easily see 2 clean sheets. Then if he gets an attacking return in one of those games or both of those games, you can expect maybe even a 15 point from him. So definitely a good option for the round of 16. So that is my pick from Chelsea. Obviously, the other defenders are great, the likes of Rudiger, Spilicueta. Keep an eye on James. Let's see if he's going to be injury-free until then. Let's see if he keeps his position until then. A lot to watch out for. So the next team is Inter Milan. I've picked up Brozovic. I've picked out Brozovic, midfielder, 4% ownership, 7.2 million is what is going to cost you. 34 points in the group stage. So I've already talked about this player a couple of times before in different videos. He scored 1 goal. He picked up the Player of the Match award 3 times, and he had 28 ball recoveries in the group stage. That is very, very quite amazing. Inter Milan don't have the easiest of fixtures. They will play Liverpool. That's why I've picked up Brozovic. Why do I keep on saying picked out Brozovic because of the ball recoveries against the likes of Salah, man. You can expect him to have plenty of that as well in this game. So that is my pick from Inter Milan. The next team, another Serie A team, is Juventus. I've picked up Bonucci, defender, 6% ownership, 5.8 million is what is going to cost you. 34 points in the group stage. Obviously, finishing top of the table. He had 4 clean sheets. He got player of the match once, and he also had 28 ball recoveries. I think he'll definitely be in my team. The likes of Sandra, good options from Juventus as well. Maybe the likes of Diabala. But against Villarreal, I don't expect it to be such a high-scoring tie. You could easily get a 0-0 in one of those games. So that's why I've picked up Bonucci. That is the next player. The next team is going to be Lille. Mandava. Now, I've not seen this guy being owned by too many people, and that's why you can see 1% ownership. He is a defender from Lille, 5.4 million and 37 points in the group stage. So the reason I've picked out Mandava, I know he's going to face Chelsea, and he's a defender. They'll probably concede a couple of goals. He's had 3 clean sheets so far. And the reason I'm picking him out is he had 48 ball recoveries. He had 14 in 1 match. So against Chelsea, you can expect Chelsea to attack them very, very a lot of times in that both of those fixtures. So Mandava could be a great option. If he ends up keeping a clean sheet in one of those games, the ball recoveries, very, very great return expected from him. So Mandava is the player. You could obviously have him on the bench, then sub him out late and all that. But I've picked him out for, it's going to cost you 5.4 million. The next team is Liverpool, definitely going to be Salah. You could mention the likes of Alexander-Arnold, but Salah, midfielder, 37% ownership, 10.9 million is what is going to cost you. And he picked out 52 points in the group stage, 7 goals, 1 player of the match award. I don't know why that's not more than that. And he's the 4th highest scorer so far in the Champions League this season behind the likes of Sané. So against Inter Milan, they might not score 4 or 5 goals, but if they do score, it's also on penalties. Very, very good option. So Mohamed Salah is my pick from Liverpool. He'll also have just come back from the African Cup of Nations. If they end up winning it, he could miss the first leg, so you have to keep an eye on all that. The next team is another Premier League team, Manchester City. I've picked out Cancelo from there. He is a defender. 24% ownership, 6.5 million is what is going to cost you, 41 points in the group stage. He had 3 double-figure hauls. He scored 3 goals, 3 assists, 33 ball recoveries. Is just a magnificent player. Even if you have him in the English Premier League FPL, he literally scores, assists, keeps clean sheets, is quite a good option. So up against Sporting, if he does get an attacking return, you can expect him to keep a clean sheet in at least one of those games. We could be looking at another double-figure haul, the 4th of his Champions League season so far. So Cancelo is my pick from Man City, as you can see, they will play the first game against Sporting. Now, we could not have asked for a better game than that. The next team is Manchester United. I've picked out Ronaldo. Obviously, his ownership, you'd expect it to be very high, and it is 43% ownership, 11.4 million and 41 points in the group stage. He scored in every single game he played in. The first 5 games, he didn't play in the 6th game against Young Boys. If he did, you'd have expected him to score 2 Player of the Match awards, 6 goals, and his record against the team he's going to play against, Atletico Madrid, is incredible. Yes, he used to play for Real Madrid and even for Juventus, but he always scores against Atletico Madrid. So if you believe in that, he is quite a good option. So he will start the first game away from home against Atletico Madrid. The next team I'm going to talk about is PSG. Kylian Mbappe is my pick. Forward, 20% ownership, 10.9 million is what is going to cost you, 44 points in the group stage. Now, he did miss a penalty in the group stage. He did hand over the ball for a couple of penalties for Messi. He could have had more goals, 4 goals, 4 assists, and 2 Player of the Match awards. His fixture is not that easy. They will play against La Liga leaders Real Madrid. They may even be 20 points ahead by then. So both are leaders in the leagues. I do expect it not to be easy, but I can see like a 2-2 or 3-3 in one of those games. So Mbappe will definitely be involved. A great option from Benfica. We still have 4 teams to go. Next up is Mbappe's opponents in the round of 16. Real Madrid have gone for their goalkeeper, surprisingly. Courtois, 9% ownership, 6.4 million is what is going to cost you, and he picked up 32 points in the group stage. Now, for Courtois, it's 32 points, 4 clean sheets, 22 shots saved. That's the reason I've picked him out. 32 saves against PSG. You can expect that to be more. You can expect him to make more saves in those games. You can expect him to, if he saves a penalty like Mbappe missed a penalty before in the group stage, it could be a very, very high score for Courtois. So I definitely do like Courtois as an option. The next team I am going to go for is Salzburg. Sewald is the player I've picked out. He's going to cost you only 5.2 million, 8% ownership, and 25 points in the group stage. If there's any lag, apologies for that. I hope you still do get the message. So for Sewald, 25 points, 38 ball recoveries that helped him pick up 11 points in the group stage. So that is why I've gone for Sewald. Ball recoveries. He will play against Bayern Munich, so I didn't pick up the likes of Adeyemi because I don't expect Bayern Munich to concede that many goals against Salzburg. So Sewald, in terms of ball recoveries against Bayern Munich, he could be the difference in those games. The next team is Sporting. I've picked out Goncalves, midfielder, 2% ownership at the time of recording. He will play against Manchester City, tough game, but City have conceded a few goals in the group stage. I mean, they conceded 5 against Leipzig in the 2 games. 8.2 million, 43 points in the group stage. Now, he did score plenty of goals, 4 goals, 2 assists, 2 Player of the Match awards. He also got a goal from outside the box, just like the likes of Cancelo. What is amazing about that is he only started 3 games. He actually only started 3 games, but still picked up 43 points. And he also had 18 points in 2 different games. So Goncalves is a fantastic choice. The next team is Villarreal. Now, for Villarreal, I've picked up Capu, midfielder, 2% ownership, 6 million is what is going to cost you, and he picked up 36 points in the group stage. Now, Capu, surprisingly, I was looking at his stats. He actually did score a few goals. I was very shocked with that. 2 goals, 1 assist, 39 ball recoveries, and in match day 4 against Young Boys, he got a goal, he got an assist, and he got 15 ball recoveries. So Capu against Juventus, a game I don't expect to be very high scoring. If he gets a goal or an assist from Samuel, the ball recoveries in that game could be the perfect option. So those are the 16 players I've picked out. Let's go through them again. Let's start alphabetically again. Haller from Ajax, Griezmann from Atletico Madrid, Lewandowski from Bayern Munich, Vlacho from Benfica, James from Chelsea, Brozovic from Inter Milan, Bonucci from Juventus, Mandava from Lille, Salah from Liverpool, Cancelo from Manchester City, Ronaldo from Manchester United, Mbappe from PSG, Courtois from Real Madrid, Sewell from Salzburg, Goncalves from Sporting, and Capoue from Villarreal. So those are the 16 players I've picked out. I'll definitely have at least 8 of them in my team and then probably double up on the other teams. Let me know which of these players excite you most. Make sure to hit the like button if this video is of any help. Make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a Merry Christmas if you're celebrating it, and I'll have another update soon. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe. I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.